Alright guys, well, as you can see, I have gotten a lot of things done with Star Boost. So, you know what that means. It's a Star Boost update. Alright, so, actually, before we get started with this video, I want to commemorate my journey through this Star Boost suit. I want to commemorate my first Iron Man suit. My kind of first Iron Man suit that didn't go very well. And I want to talk about how much I've changed through this. Alright, so here it is. The not very good Mark 85. So, actually, this is my first helmet that I actually got motorized somehow whenever I was first starting. And you hear that, right? It actually went up and down, but I didn't know the Arduino stuff. It was just a little button in the corner. Yeah, you can see it right there. I took it apart for scraps because I don't want to remember this thing at all. So, as you can see, the paint job was just kind of horrific. I didn't do very well. This is the first thing I ever painted, actually. And look at in the inside right here, it is just kind of gross and stuff. And also, this is before I learned how to PLA weld. I was actually using glue in a 3D pen. Please don't use this. Please don't. And instead of a palm sander, I was using I was using sanding blocks, yeah. But as you can see, it's actually really shiny though. I don't know. I put on too much clear coat, obviously, but it was horrific. It's giant too. Yeah, I didn't know how to scale anything. I just printed it right away. I also did have a chest plate and arc reactor for this. The arc reactor is actually right here. I rebuilt it though. Like, I redid the paint job. The paint job was terrible. It was bad. I used to have a chest plate, but it snapped in half. You know why? Because I was using glue in a 3D pen. But here's the back piece. You can see this is when I started getting the hang of the, what is it? Soldering iron, yeah. And I actually started learning how to do it. But my sanding and stuff isn't the best because you can see literally every line to this. I was just getting started painting. This is actually way better paint job than the helmet was, obviously. And honestly, it wasn't even that bad. Like, if I knew what I knew now, it could have been something great. But it was a file from Thingiverse. It was the DO3D $120 one. It was a free file because I didn't want to spend money on something that I only have like a 5 inch printer for. But yeah, anyways, we'll get back to the Star Boost update. Alright, it's Star Boost time. I have a good amount of stuff on my desk. It's scattered everywhere. It's kind of a mess. But I'll go through everything I've done, and I may or not be putting on the suit along the way, showing you how it is, how it's doing, and I might be adding more stuff while recording this video because I'm not done technically. Alright, the first thing I'm gonna go over, I'm gonna go up to down, okay? So we are going to start with new additions to the backpack. this big old beefy backpack, okay? I actually don't know where my stuff went. Yes. I have finally found the good point to put these bad boys on. And any Star Boost people doing Star Boost stuff, the only reason it's wobbly and weird is because whenever you put the chest on, it kind of holds it together better. I'm gonna grab the chest and show you guys real quick. Yeah, like that. Holds it together like that, and obviously your arm's gonna be in there, so it's gonna hold even better. So since you know, I didn't actually show you how I did this. So this, it's buckle in there, 2 buckles in here, one for the shoulder, one for the arms. Which, by the way, the arms, I did figure those out. Not me. Someone helped me with them, and I'm very grateful for them. All right. So the arms. So this is what they look like. It looks like a mess, doesn't it? It kind of is. What is this? The left arm? Yep. It is the left arm. I'm gonna show you how it works. Alright, obviously this clips on to the backpack. And, well, it does the job. It looks pretty good too. And you can even get pretty far, like, shoulder, yeah. I will get through how to put this together and stuff because it's a little bit confusing. First, the bicep. There's nothing really special, but there is a buckle on the inside with a little bit of elastic strap. Wait, I'm gonna scratch that. You guys remember the inner arm piece that's supposed to be made of flexible filament? Well, the person that helped me, I was supposed to cut it. Yeah, cut it. That's the right word. Don't worry about that. That was on purpose. Okay. So yeah, it basically looked like this, and this is how I cut it. Just showing good demonstrations. So this piece, there's Velcro on there. It just sits in the forearm right there. And this is actually nice because if the forearm's too big, it just fits there. Yeah, it just stays there. And whenever you put that in, you move down to the elbow. Now, if you're changing the scaling for this, make sure you write it down because you don't want to change up the scaling for any of this. Like, I had a problem. My inner elbow piece was like 100%, and I just realized that these are 90%, and I could not get it to work for the longest time. So make sure you write down your stuff. Don't be like me. But once that happens, the elbow piece just, it sits in there. It's good. You could put buckles. I don't have any. And there's a buckle right in the elbow that connects. Don't worry about that. Right there. Which you just and it just sits like that. And then back to the bicep, the little buckle in there. It just clicks in. Just like this isn't clicking in very easily. Just like that. Bicep. Okay. Should probably fix that. Alright, so that's the arm. I'm gonna go to the abs. I've actually fixed the abs. yeah, the abs. Where? The abs. I've already went into this the first video, but I just wanted to talk about that I scaled it up. Remember, I think I said in the last video I did it 90%. This one's 100%. It's the same thing I did last time. You just click it in. Same thing. I also figured out how to hold this thing up. And I'm gonna go put this on. Okay. The backpack here, I forgot to talk about this. But there is a little buckle right here that connects to the abs right there. Again, you just click it in. No problem, no biggie. But the weird thing is, I'm gonna put this on in a second and show you my problems with the abs. It's weird, confusing. Okay, now that I have it on, don't worry, that was the trash can, nothing important. So the first thing I want to go over is with the abs. I might be adding an elastic strap right here to kind of keep it up with the buckle. And here, I'll show you on the back, whenever I had that buckle, it fits so much better and you can move fairly well. If you can see it, I can't turn around and look at it at the same time. But with the abs, I'm gonna get the cod butt piece and show you what's my difficulty with this. Now that I got this thing on, which, don't worry about that. Okay, now that I got it on, my shoulders kind of hurt actually, but my only problem is this right here. It doesn't let this come up anymore, and I don't know if I just want to cut this little part out so this can come up a bit more, if you know what I'm talking about. Like it subducts a bit. It subducts in there, and I don't really like that. But also, I need to work with the hip pods because they're doing weird stuff. I put the Velcro in there just like I said I was going to, like that. I can't see what I'm doing. I don't know if I want to add magnets or not because it wobbles a bit. But you know, if I'm somewhere, I'm probably not going to be doing the Macarena with the Iron Man suit on. But yeah. Wait, also, scratch that. Also, at the back of the abs, I also want to add a little buckle thing to the back of the abs to the butt, just like I did to the backpack. So I can put it on all on one piece and it not being bad. I'm gonna take this all off real quick and I'm gonna talk about more stuff that I did. Legs are probably, I think, the easiest thing out of all of this. They weren't hard at all, and they work surprisingly well if you can even see this. Yeah, that's a good angle. Yeah, look at that. Don't mind that I'm sanding this. I started sanding and I realized it was cold, so I stopped. I'm gonna take these off and show you. It's terrible to take off. Look how tall these things are. And I took them off the hard way by lifting my legs out of it. Let's go this leg. Why not? Just make sure that it doesn't fall. Stay. Okay. So leg. So the leg is probably the easiest thing. Oh, that's not good. I used a lot of elastic in here because it's like the most useful thing to use for me. But Yes. Take this shin off. That's not good. Okay, so, yeah, so this is basically the thigh. It just kind of hangs there. But for this, there are buckles on the inside and elastic bands going through the thigh. If you wanted to, you could definitely put another set of buckles on the other side, so you could take the knee off too. I just didn't do that. I don't have enough buckles. I have like one more, and they are terribly complicated. Next, shins. This is probably the easiest thing ever. The buckle's right there to hold up, to connect to the thigh. Easy, right? And in here, just for sanity's sake, buckle for the lower knee. Buckle right there. Don't worry about this. I had an accident in printing. But yeah. Same thing for the left leg. I also want to talk about something with the shins because they were a little confusing printing. So this is about that. Words are hard. Words are terrible. I don't like them. Alright, so you see how the shins curve this way, and there is kind of a point right here where it dents in, right? It looks like it should be for the left leg. And that was definitely tempting in thinking that I was wrong, but don't worry, it's not. What looks like should be the left shin is the right shin, and what the right shin should look like is the left shin. It was confusing, so I had to mark it, obviously. Also, I am not that tall of a person as Starboost is. He's tall, not as tall as me. So the shins come out a lot, like down here, and what it was like walking on stilts. So I did my duty and I just cut it off. Just cut them off. Alright, what else? Alright, shoes. Let's go with the shoes. Okay, the shoes. I just printed this so I could put it over like a shoe cover. I don't know if I want to do this or just get like black or white shoes. And just I don't know what I'm gonna do with this yet, actually. But I printed them anyways, just in case. Let's move on to the hands. Okay, the hands, they're normal, they're fine. But I have also, yes, fingers. Printed these, only for one hand though. I've only printed one finger hand. If you don't know how to do this, you can either hinge them like they come, or you could put an elastic band through it, which I find easier, so you can so it can bend, twist, do whatever you want to do so it doesn't break. My problem with the hands. Remember the hand covers for these? I don't know if I want to use those. I want to take the hand topper and just kind of set them over just like this, so I also have a lot more space for lights, yeah. But my only problem with doing that is that there is a giant, don't worry about that, I dropped things. The only problem is that there is a huge gap. So what I might do, it's kind of the most difficult thing I have ever probably done, but just take some of the hand piece and let me put it on so better demonstration. Okay, so I'm just really clumsy today. All right, where I was at, hands, right. yeah. All right, so you see where the hand cover doesn't cover. That's the right terminology. I might cut the rest out from where the cover isn't covering and just melt, weld, melt, whatever you want to call it, onto the inside of them. So these, if you know what I'm talking about, cool. If you don't, I get it. I'm a little crazy. Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna talk about the helmet really quick. Yeah. Doesn't actually have anything to do with this, but he's kind of cool. He's also gonna help me with the paint job because, yeah, not an excuse to spend money. Okay, so the helmet. I have the LEDs for it. This one, it's a little wonky. Don't worry about it. And I also have the Arduino for it. But I just have to print the motorization kit. Also, I definitely did not forget about this, but in the first video, I forgot to say what the helmet is from. The helmet is not from the actual suit file, because the helmet from the suit file is not very good. I've tried to print it. It was terrible. I don't even know how to say it. But the helmet, hold on. The helmet is from Walsh 3D. Yeah, Walsh 3D. It's completely free. I think still. It was completely free whenever I got it. But his helmet is way better than the Dio 3D one. Sorry, come at me. But yeah, that's where the helmet is from. And also for the arc reactor, I got a Ring NeoPixel that I am having a bit trouble with. And I also have an Arduino for that. And where I'm getting all of the code from, just to let you guys know, it's from Crashworks. They have a GitHub for all of this stuff. Basically everything Iron Man. You can tweak how much up the helmet goes. You can change the color of the lights. You can change the brightness. You can change pins. You can basically do anything. But I could definitely not code myself. That is too nerdy for my nerdiness. But yeah, that's basically it. Except for, I also do have to put lights in the hands. I saw another Star Boost wearer cosplayer. His name is Frankly Built. He is, I think, Star Boost Genie, Star Boost Houdini with this. That is where I got the arm thing from. But he also put lights in the backpack. You'll have to go check it out. It's pretty cool. But yeah, I'll probably put lights in there because that's cool. And the hands, right? Actually, yes, that is it. That is all. Huh. That's not as short as the video as I thought that was gonna be. Alright, well, yeah. Oh, actually, scratch that. My bad. Sorry for wasting your time. I'm gonna go over the paint I'm using. Just kidding. Okay. So, filler. I've heard this one is so much better than the ones I used in all my other videos. It is if you know what that is. It's duplicate colors, filler, and primer. It's red because I heard red is the best one. I don't know why, but I'm also gonna be using Bondo, if you know what that is. The box came damaged, sadly. It's glazing and spot putty. You can get bigger ones, I bet. And obviously, he's gold. Rust-Oleum gold. The Rust-Oleum gold is probably my favorite so far, but then again, it's the only gold I've ever used. The gold I used for the Mark 85 helmet, the other Mark 85 stuff that I have been abandoned, and for the white, Rust-Oleum's Paint Plus Primer 2X. I've heard this is also recommended for this. There is one more thing for the black. That is not it, just kidding. Is it this? Yes, it is. Okay. It's Krylon Fusions Metallic Oil Rubbed Bronze. I'm gonna be using this. It's inverted. I don't know if you can actually read that. But yes. And you know, at the end of it, I'm gonna use the clear coat, the 1K clear coat that I usually use for all of my other stuff. Okay, yeah, that's actually it. That's actually all that I have. I'll just show you the real disaster I've had making this video. Yeah, look at this mess that I now have to clean up. Great! I'm so excited. Alright guys, that is all for this video. Yeah, that's actually it. Yes, that is actually it. Well, if you have any comments, questions, or concerns, leave a comment in the comment section. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button because I'm worth it. Please. I wanna start becoming a YouTuber, maybe making money, because that sounds awesome. That sounds like an awesome job. But yes, that is it. Bye-bye.